Hey guys, this is episode 264. Sorry, the last episode I kept saying I think I just was running out of words to say and I wasn't my mind for some reason wasn't processing what I wanted to say and I was just really slow. So sorry if that annoyed some people because that bothered me myself. Anyways, I wanted to show a couple of things that I got from the thrift sale that my church had. We were in Markham. It was, I forgot which place. It was in Markham Center. It was like a Chinese mall, but it was really a small mall. It wasn't so big. There was the first floor and then the second floor was right on top, but the second floor was really small. It was only like around the edges. Like, say for example, if you see my ceiling, it was like the second floor is just wrapped around the edges only. It wasn't really fully a second floor. So we did sell some stuff. The second floor was mostly clothing, a lot of like girly things, I guess, like things for women. There were hair ties, there were handkerchiefs and stuff up there. Some of the stuff we brought to downstairs though after, because those are the stuff that looked nice, so we thought it would attract people to want to go upstairs afterwards. The first floor was like, we set up 4 large tables just around in the giant square, and in the middle, the people from my church would work like in there, and then through there we would sell, and just we had a lot of stuff to sell. It was actually because as you guys may have been watching some of my videos, I did mention my brother went to Taiwan this year. He went last year as well. It's to teach children English, but not only English, but also the gospel, like the Bible, about the Bible and stuff, and they shared their testimonies with younger kids, just so, because it's hard to actually learn about Christianity in Taiwan, I think, because most of the time it's like there's a lot of Buddhism and Taoism in Asian places like that. So to learn, and there's a lot of big temples, so to learn about Christianity is really hard. So we send a lot of people, like people from our church, and so do people in the US. They send people from their churches too, and there's a lot of people who go there to teach younger kids. I think you can start going like when you're a teenager. There's a specific age, but they really want younger people to teach just because they're young, and I think way younger kids can kind of relate to their testimonies more. So yeah, the thrift sale is to help out. I know you guys, and there is basically whatever they sell and whatever the church donates to sell, when they sell it, the money they get back, they give 30% back to those who went to Taiwan. So 30% of what the trip costed for them go back to like the parents and stuff who paid for the actual trip. My dad kind of was struggling this year to pay for it, so getting the 30% back is pretty good. Also, a couple of friends from church helped a bit just because it was quite a bit of money to actually go to Taiwan. I didn't want to go because I didn't feel like it, but my brother always wants to go. The reason why I actually bought stuff was this was from my brother's money. He actually does not pay for his own trip, but he has work at McDonald's now, so he got some money to buy some stuff. He bought a PS3 with some games for only $80. It wasn't that much money compared to like the PS4 now. I know PS3 is like an old console, but we still want one because we never really had PlayStation. We only have an Xbox 360, a Wii U, and like our DS's. But yeah, he just thought it was a good deal. I also got this pig, this bunny, and I also got another printer thing, but it's a mini printer that's supposed to print like pictures, but I'm going to use it to print like mini posters. So I always wanted a small printer, but I saw on like, I think it's The Source or something, that store, they sold a small printer that's new, but it's $100 for that, so I'm not entirely sure. But I don't know how the printer that I bought works completely, so I'll have to search up and see how it works. So this pig is actually, I think my dad said it's one of my older friends. I think she donated it. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure whose it is. I might have to ask her. But it's so cute. And it's actually the biggest plush that I bought from there. There are a couple of stains, but I'm not worried about them because they actually cleaned a lot of the stuff. Like, for example, the clothing was really clean. Even though there might be some stains on the stuffed animals, they actually go over it and clean it. I think they actually go and wash it. This one was only, I think she was only like $8 or $6, so $6 to $8, and she's so cute, and I like her. Her tail is not squiggly, but it's cute. Here's the tag. Not entirely sure what company it is, so I'll have to see. Here is my piggy. I did not name her yet. I didn't name any of my plushies that I got yet. And here is the bunny that I got. His face is so simple, but I love it because his face looks cute. So here are his eyes and his mouth, or nose line. I'm not sure if that's his mouth or his nose. It's hard to tell. His feet have little footprints on them. He has like a stain on his hand, but he's okay. He was only $1, and he's super cute, his tail. The only thing about his material is that the material tends to stretch because the holes tend to be quite large. So as you can see, like, it's hard to tell, but like little strings come out. Like, you guys, it's hard to see, but like little pieces of the stuffing here and there come out sometimes, so I gotta be careful with him. He does have a little stitching on his forehead. I think he kind of went through a little brain surgery. He's so cute though. I think I might need to stitch part of his chest one day just because there's a tiny hole you guys can't see, but it's there, and I think if it stretches over time, he probably will lose more stuffing, so I have to be careful. So there he is. He's just like that. And he sits down perfectly, and he just sits. So it's cute. The other thing that I got that I didn't put on my bed was actually, it's not a stuffed animal, but it's a keychain that's very furry. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's like to me it looks like a little furry monkey or lemur, but I'm not entirely sure. A lot of the people in my church speak like Mandarin, and one of my friends said something in Mandarin, but I don't know what she said because I'm not fluent in Mandarin, so I'm not entirely sure what it is. But it has a tail too. It's actually keychained on, so like that. And his face, I kind of want to be careful just in case I think his eyes and nose are kind of just glued on, so I have to be careful. And he has this lobster clasp keychain, so he can be like a phone charm or something. But I don't want to put him on my phone just because my phone is old, so the battery is kind of dying. So the phone overheats, so I don't want to have him with my overheating phone because he might get hurt. So here he is. So that's what I bought from the thrift store. Actually, my brother bought it for me. I might show the printer in my next video. I'm not sure if I want to show it just because I'm not sure about all the pieces. I will go look through it again and see. I kind of have to learn about it before I use it. I'm not sure what ink it even takes. So yeah, I kind of am concerned about the ink. But hopefully it takes like ink that you can find in the store, because I know my printer at home, it's hard to find the ink because our printer is pretty old. So a lot of stores like Staples, they don't carry it that often anymore. And when they do, it's quite pricey. You end up paying like 60 or 70 bucks for a piece of ink cartridge. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.